brothers and sisters. What's going on in the world? Welcome to the Black Hand Side Show, to another edition. I am your host, Professor T, holding it down behind the board. To my left, as always, we got the brother.
You got your boy, Colton Crush.
Colton Crush with a bit of a cold, ice cold, that is. In the middle, keeping it lean and mean, we got the brother.
Black Mean, you know what I'm saying? A.K.A. Bunchy Carter, A.K.A. Bootney Farnsworth, the original skinny champ.
Muslims talk a good game, but they never do nothing.
Never do nothing, but this one gonna do something. That's right.
Man. Hey,
Yeah.
man,
Y'all keep bothering.
sauce.
Yeah. Don't bother no Muslims. I ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Too much sauce.
In the hot seat, holding it down, a frequent collaborator and one of our fellow brothers that we love. It is the brother Dane.
Our celebrity guest.
Yeah.
It's our celebrity guest.
What's going on, my peoples, man? We all celebrities up in this piece, man. What y'all talking about, man?
They always show the love. I like
guest,
that, brother.
the real guest.
We man, if one shine, we all shine.
Oh, man. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, my brother.
Can't be mad at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got 4 quarters, you're going to get 2 of them.
Man,
That's right.
Appreciate
I'm going to get 1, you going to get 1, you going to get 1, I'm going to get 1.
That's mighty black of you, man. Mighty black of you. Well, you know, brothers, I hope everyone's week went well. I had an interesting week. And I was actually in a class. And while I was in this class, we were talking, it's a cultural sensitivity class, all right? Now, this class made me think of a few things because I experienced some stuff that I never really thought I would experience, but I wanted to combat it, but then I had a thought, all right? So amongst the other things that I experienced, I was talking to an Asian girl as part of the group, and the Asian girl said, you know, most Asian people look down on black people. And it was nice because I already know this, but at the same time, it was nice to hear somebody actually admit it, you know? But I wanted to say something back, but I was worried. I don't know why I was worried, but I was worried, am I going to look like the angry brother out there? And mainly because there was no other brothers in the class, and I really didn't feel like spending the energy to explain people the basis of their racisms. But that leads me to our first topic. I got a couple of questions for y'all. First, I want to start off.
Before you get into the topic?
Go ahead, brother.
Yo, you went out like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to straight her, let her know what straight right off the top.
Like be talking
you know
shit.
What I'm saying? You're supposed to let her know. Oh, okay.
All right.
Yo, so you look down on black people.
Old flap his gums. We had a whole class full of people. I'm supposed to check the whole class. Huh? You want me to be the angry dude in the class? So my point is this: the question is, are we oversensitive because of the racism we experience as black people? I mean, I feel like sometimes I can go every day with seeing race. I mean, not sometimes, all the time. There's always little slights and then sometimes egregious stuff that I see as a black man. Are we too sensitive because of our experience as black men in America to racism? Question number 1. What do you think? Let's start, y'all. Let's start my brother over here talking mess out. What you think, B?
I'll be honest. I just had an experience where I realized that I was oversensitive.
Okay.
And I was at school, my brother. It was nighttime. I think I told you about this.
You did.
Walking.
Tell the people though.
It was a nice little Caucasian woman. She was walking to her. It looked like she was getting out of school too. And I don't know. Black hoodie. It was cold. Black vest over that. Black jeans.
Black
shoes.
dreadlocks.
Yeah, and black skin is black. Right. We were both walking to our cars. She gives that like look back, you know what I mean? Like, you know, okay, right, what's going on here? But I think everything's good. I got a backpack, you got a backpack, we both, you know, whatever. She gives a second look back. I said, okay, there goes that. Damn, she's checking me out, whatever. But then she did like the little 52 fake to some car, acting like it was hers. But it wasn't hers, right?
Yeah.
And she let me go ahead and go by. Look, she did the faulty look.
Yeah, looking
at that phone,
huh?
looking like she by the car. I said, damn, right? So now I'm in the car. I'm thinking, that she, man, if I was a white boy, she wouldn't have been worried about me. Whoa. Right? So I get home. I tell my wife, yeah, man, see, can't even be a brother and go to college. You know what I mean? I'm upset, right?
Why more brothers in the
Yeah.
in
See what I'm saying? So look, my wife tells me, she said, look at how you're dressed. She said, it is night. It's 9 o'clock at night. She goes, I would have moved and let you go outside myself. Got a couple confirmation. I said, well, you know, let me ask a woman. I asked my mother, and she's one of the blackest women I know. She said, yeah,
She is pretty black, brother.
Yeah, she's black. Yeah. I said, she said, she goes, I've let men go, but yeah, I'll let you go by. You don't know who that is. Woo. And so I said, dang, the whole time I'm thinking this lady is tripping about, a black man walking behind her. And really, she was just like, hold up, there's this dude. It's late at night. Girls do get incidents and rapes on campus and stuff be happening, Shoot, they fall asleep. The white boy run up on them and,
and get him by the garbage can.
But I'm just saying. So I didn't even, my first conclusion was to jump to, oh man, see? Because I'm going to college too. You know what I mean? And I realized I was oversensitive in that moment. So I believe we can be. I think I was oversensitive in that moment, man. I honestly do. I'm black, y'all. That's right. My favorite rap song ever.
Never won.
Feel me?
But man,
so
and Mike.
But at the same time, do we have some just cause to be sensitive?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So my point is this, right? So I dig. I would have felt the same way. Okay, and there may be the nuance or the little side scenario that basically says, okay, a girl, maybe she was nervous because there was a dude behind her and let you pass. But at the same time, I've experienced too much. You just try to be polite, walking into school. Hey, how you doing? Hey, and or walking the elevator. The purses get clutched a little bit tighter. You know what I'm saying? Like just stuff like that. I'm saying it happens. It happens.
Okay, I do pose a question though. I do pose a question. If I was a white boy on a longboard,
she just
coming through,
she'd have stepped by and let you pass, but she'd have kept walking and not even sweated you though.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the thing where I'm caught with. Like if I was a white boy, a longboard, right?
I think you fit. No. I think you fit the media's perception of what someone who might need to fear. That's what I'm saying.
That's all it is.
I'm saying, but so she stepped to the side of this brother in dreadlocks and whoop-de-whoop. But see, my problem is these Bay Area cats, and maybe the Sacramento people too, be the first ones talking about, I'm not racist. I trust everybody. And then you go, okay, there go the brother to the side. All right. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I agree. What you think, Cole?
Are we overly? So what's the question?
The first question is: are we overly sensitive as black people? I mean, we obviously every black person out here has experienced some form of racism, unless you're just purposely trying to overlook and be rainbow thoughts and feel like you have never experienced any. But everyone has. I personally feel that black men experience the most amount of racism in this country. I mean, there were actually laws that were put on the books, and the Supreme Court made a ruling stating that black people had no rights that white people were bound by law to respect. So, as that being the basis of the development through the Jim Crow laws, your people is from Louisiana, your people is from the countryside. We've all experienced it. You know what I mean? The question is, are we overly sensitive because of that?
I think we are, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. Like, when I see somebody do something racist, I just like, yep, there go a racist, Like, to me, I think we experience it so much, whether it's subtle or it's just blatantly in your face, We experience it so much. You, as a black man, as a black child growing up, you have those experiences. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't surprise me when I see it, especially now that I'm more mature and I'm a man and I know my mind state and I know that this is just some racist person, I know how to handle it much better. Where I'm like, it's not going to affect me. You just a racist person. You somebody who vibrating on a lower level than me, so to say, mentally. Because it's America, Jack. Only color that matters is green.
That's right, man.
That's true.
But dig this though, I think that telling a black person not to be sensitive to racism is almost telling somebody who just came from war not to be shell shocked or not to have PTSD.
I dig.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just came from war, just all this crazy experience, and then they say, oh, hey, okay, it's cool now, you back, go get a job.
Yeah.
You're back, whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Like for black people, it's just like okay. We get pulled over by the police. It's a different experience. Like we talked about this, Professor T. I got pulled over. It was another black dude in the car. The first question they asked is,
"Are you on probation?
Or are you on parole or probation?"
But see,
right. So I'm saying,
different experience.
That's different, bro. I'm saying if a white dude, I didn't ask the white dude. I said, "What does the police pay if you and your friends pull over?" What do you pay? He looks at me. What do you mean? He asked, well, if your license or the regular stuff. I said, see, they don't ask us that. They'll ask us, is anybody in the car on parole or probation? It's like the first question.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? To me, that right there is setting the tone. Like, you see 4 black dudes in the car, somebody is on parole or probation in this car. The odds.
Yeah.
I'm going with the odds of that. And so, to me, right there,
That's what
it's
they trained to do.
okay, so, but still at the same time, like, how are we not supposed to be sensitive about police then? You know what I'm saying? Like, we feel like, well, you know, that's what I mean. Like, there's situations that
I don't
that
think
get,
you shouldn't be sensitive.
Yeah.
But to me, what I'm saying is, I try to control my state of mind to keep it real, because there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I already know, like, as soon as you showed your cards, I already know what you is. Okay, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to keep it moving and keep going on my same path that I was on, you know.
Yeah.
But do we got a right? Hell yeah, man. I mean, shit. The thing is, most other races, they not us, so they don't experience it like us, and that's just the truth.
Yeah.
So they can't really understand it. You know, when we say, man, that's the first question we ask: are you on parole or probation? What? Really? Why would they ask that?
that's what they say. They say that. They say, well, why would they ask you that?
Well, I mean, I think that's the issue, right? So we all experience all these things on a regular basis. I think the majority of black people who have been pulled over have this understanding. I think the problem comes, and this is why I say we might be sensitive, but I kind of dig like what you say, Black Mean. I can't be mad at the person for I don't even think it's being sensitive, actually. I'm going to step back and reassess my position a little bit more clearly. I don't think it's being overly sensitive. I think it's just we have a heightened sense of awareness for it, and because of that, you know,
I agree
it just
that.
is what it is. I mean, I can recognize certain things as racist. I mean, I've had the gamut of racism, you know, from various basic things, and sometimes racism, like you say, Cold and Crush, sometimes it's just foolish and like it's not even warranted a response, you know. But sometimes it's so blatant or so effective in the sense where it's like, damn, like did that shit really just happen? Mm-hmm. So I think, you know, let me give you an example. I'll give you a few examples of mine.
To me, that wakes me up to that. This ain't shit changed.
Right? No, and that's the thing.
What that is.
And with our new presidency, you see, we got white supremacists that are, you know, a white supremacist, an admitted white supremacist, is the chief strategist for the White House right now. He's on the National Security Council. This is not like, we think, you know, back in the day, all these politicians are racist. You know, he might be racist. Now we know he's an admitted white supremacist. His whole philosophy is out there.
Changed.
And his heart changed my ass.
He changed his heart.
So
he found Jesus, man.
That's the point. But let me say, let me break down.
What my mama say, Jesus wasn't never lost.
Oh, that's funny,
She
man.
gonna come get you. I wasn't laughing.
Man.
I wasn't laughing.
So let me break down real quick. So I had an experience when I was like 13. I've always been hip to racism. I mean, I was very black and very revolutionary as a youngster. But I was about 13 years old. I was with my uncle and my cousin in Pittsburgh at Kennywood Park. All right, that's like Great America for y'all brothers out here. Six Flags, you know, amusement park, roller coasters, whoop-de-whoop. Mm-hmm. So we're leaving. You know, park's closed. Everyone's exiting the park.
This is in Pittsburgh?
This is in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So we're leaving the park. We're walking out. And, you know, we're talking amongst each other, you know, not focused on what the world around us. All right. And there was this old woman. This is a trip because it's an old woman. She was maybe about 50, 60 at the time. I was 13. That's really old at that time. You know, white trash lady. And it was hot summertime, so she had some shorts on. And she was bent over tying her shoe. And we walked, not even paying attention. Literally, I didn't even notice her, right? All of a sudden, she said, "Stop looking at my ass, nigger!" I said, "What the hell?" I looked over. And I said, "Oh." You know, so I asked my uncle, I said, "Uncle, why didn't you say nothing to him?" You know, he was like, "Why? So I can go to you want me to go to the pokey instead of go home with y'all?" And I was like, you know, as a kid, my response was to just talk shit back, right? Yeah. But then, okay, so that's a wise thing. So I never thought about it like that. So she could say that, get away with it, but if we say anything back now, some we're the ones that's going to get taken away. And that was just, that's the most blatant time. That's the only time I've ever been called a straight up nigger, you know, to my face. But it was eye opening, right? And then I've had other various smaller times where it's like, you know, I was working at the airport and I wanted to get some work done. I was working the graveyard shift when I was in school, and I said to the guy who had just been promoted supervisor, I said, hey, why don't we get started on moving these planes over here so we don't have to be up all night, you know? And what are we going to do? We can't do this over here. He said, oh, don't worry, we'll nigger rig something. And, you know, he said it, and I was just like, I must be tripping. I know he didn't say what I think he said. You know, I didn't even, it didn't register, but it was blatant, but it wasn't really, it didn't even affect me. It was just like, what the fuck? And afterwards, like, damn, that's some racist shit, you know?
He was a white guy?
It was a white guy. It was so racist, I was just like, oh, shit, okay. And like 10 minutes later, I'm like, damn, he did say that, huh? That's crazy. Yeah.
And I went back and laughed too. Right. I said it right in front of him.
It didn't even know. You know what? Honestly, I think it was so comfortable saying it that he probably didn't even realize he said it, man. He probably was just stuck.
I said that in front of him.
And so I'm like, hold on a minute, man. Like, you know, so saying that, you know, sometimes racism can be just, you know, chumpy stuff that you should just ignore, like you were saying, Brother Colton Crush, and sometimes it's really effective. So I wanted to ask each of you individual brothers, what is the most blatantly racist experience you had? And if it's not the same, if it's the same, don't worry about it. But what is the most blatantly racist experience you've had? And then what is the most prohibitive example of racism? What's your most prohibitive racist moment that affected you, that actually stopped you from progressing in some way? Why don't we start with the brother Cold Crush?
Oh, okay. I got instances for both, actually. First one, I'll go with you want most blatant. So I was at Monterey, was at the aquarium with my son's mother and my son. This was a few years back when my son was maybe like 4 or 5, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're walking down a little strip in Monterey, having a good time, you know, eating candy. Got the drinks, enjoying. We had just came out the aquarium, having a great time, you know. Mm-hmm. Son was loving seeing all the animals and, you know, whatnot. And we're walking, and I'm pushing the stroller with my son. And his mother's walking to the left of me. And this
who's in the stroller?
My son E.
He was 4 or 5, cuz?
Yeah, man.
Damn, cuz.
Damn, cuz. I'm not go ahead.
Man, it was a long day, man.
My bad.
It was a long. You know when the kids had a long day, man. We was out there all day, man.
Okay, my bad.
You gonna say you make your little ones just walk?
Hey,
bro, I do.
All day.
Hey, he be walking.
He had it easy.
Walking. We didn't have a stroller, bro.
Yeah,
well, we did the whole country with those strollers,
the stroller, right?
Yeah.
And this bummy ass white man. I'm talking about. He looked like he was about maybe in his. He looked like he was in his like late 60s or 70s. He might have, you know how white people do, and I'm gonna keep it real. Black don't crack. So, white people, he might have been in his 50s, but he looked like.
But he looked 106.
Yeah, and he was bummy, just nasty clothes all torn up. Sweatshirt just dirty. He looked like he had just came out the water, out the creek. You know what I mean? But check this out though. He's walking in front of us, crossing us, and he looks at me and he says, "That's the ugliest nigga I've ever seen."
Damn.
On the street with people around us.
Hey.
And I just had to stop. And my son's mom stopped and looked at me, and she had just a crazy look on her face, like, did he just say that? You know?
Brother, it seemed like you just relived that because I'm looking at your fist right now.
Yeah. I did, for real. But anyhow, it was one of those where I just had to stop, and I said, man, logic kicked in. I said, do I just beat the shit out of this dude? Mm-hmm. But what's going to happen? I'm going to end up going to jail. He going to maybe have a lawsuit and give me. I might just enrich his whole life. He might have just been waiting to say that, like, man, I'm gonna get me one. This dude look like he doing all right. I'm gonna give me a lawsuit.
As soon as the police got there, he'd have got like extra smart. I was just giving my personal opinion.
Yeah,
this is the ugliest nigga I've ever seen. All I did was state that.
Yeah,
look, Your Honor, he's ugly. He's a nigger. Oh, Jesus.
Ugly. I mean,
and I'm case
not ugly.
I am 20, not ugly. 25. Ask my mama, I'm not ugly, man. So anyhow, with that incident, I just had to just let him walk because I was just like, really? This dude really just said this? And I just let him go because I was like, that's one of them situations where it's like, dude, you beneath me. You so beneath me.
Yeah.
But you was trying to pull me down. I felt like it was a test. In all honesty, I felt like it was a personal test. Mm-hmm. Like, would you stoop that low to allow somebody to mentally affect you that much?
I believe the devil comes in all forms, even the form of man. So you know what I'm saying, he can disguise himself. So he could have been there that day looking for you. Hey, nigga.
I wasn't tripping
You know
though.
what I'm saying? But you never.
So I just let him roll and kept it moving. I went and you know what? And I went and bought me some more candy and had me a nice drink and seen his ass and I walked right by him again and I nodded at his ass with my food and everything while you sitting there looking homeless and hungry.
That's right.
You know? So that's how that ended. Most prohibiting one, man, was I was young and I was in the 6th grade and I had some personal things going on at the home. Moms and pops was into it and whatnot, and so I went over to one of my more well-off friends, one of my white boys that I played ball with, you know, and he's
Had all the snacks.
pantry full, you know. We give you $100 to spend today.
Oh,
Let's just
wow.
be quiet,
Hey,
you know.
I'm not trying to sidetrack you, but look,
Yeah.
that's back when white people was. They was going to Costco. We didn't know what Costco was. You go to your white boyfriend's house and they had them little special little cheese bites and pieces. Where we get these from? They're like, what do you mean Costco? What the fuck is Costco?
What's Costco?
Yeah,
You speak another language.
Costco.
Yeah.
Hey man,
But anyhow-
Costco man. I
Hey,
ride
Costco on now. I'm
I
talking
ride
about.
Costco.
I'm talking about back in the day, bro.
back in the day. Never heard of it.
Yeah, never heard of it. I was like, what?
But yeah, so I was hanging out over at his house, and I'm outside just shooting some hoop. You know, I even asked, hey, dude was like, you know, what do you want to do? But I was like, I just want to shoot some hoops. You know, and he was like, all right, I'm in the house, so I'm outside shooting hoops, and across the street, out of nowhere, comes this white dude who was older than me, who was like maybe like 2 or 3 years older than me, and he just yelled out of nowhere. Like I looked at him. Like we caught eye to eye, and I could see like he just looked mad for no reason. You know, I'm just out there shooting hoops, and he just looked mad. Face was red and everything, and he just looked at me and was like, just yelled out, "Nigger!"
Yeah.
And I just looked at him, and so I'm standing there with the ball, like, okay, is he gonna come over here? Like what's about to happen? You know?
Yeah.
And he just was looking at me, and then he took off and he ran in his house. You know, and then my boy was just around the corner. He actually wasn't in the house, and he came out. He was like, "Man, you all right?" And this and that. And I was just like, "Man, you know," it just dawned on me that I was like, "This is how the world gonna always see me." You know,
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be looked at as this, whether you know me personally or not.
Yeah.
Your first thought of me is gonna be in that, you know, that state of mind. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna be associated with it because of my skin color. You know. So that was the one that was most affecting to me, you know what I mean, and had that pivotal moment in my life, you know, about my skin color, my melanin, my beautiful melanin that I embrace and love, you know.
Oh, definitely.
You know, so pass
Yeah.
it to the next brother, though.
All right, brother Black Me.
Mine's, you know, it's a little different experience. I first moved to Merced, California.
Yes, sir.
209.
From Germany.
Yeah.
209.
Yes, sir.
From
And I'm coming
Deutschland.
now. I'm coming from overseas. I'm living in Europe, and in Europe, I tell y'all right now, I didn't experience any racism. There was like so many different type of people. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't there, but I didn't experience it.
Was it just really multicultural? That
It was just
people
really
didn't-
multicultural. It was just like, you know, it was just more like, you know, you looked at people like, okay, the French people are rude, the British people are uppity, you know, the Germans are like the hard,
Kinda their
nosed,
tendencies,
or,
what
you
they
know,
known
yeah,
for,
but
what
it's
they
not
rep.
like they're not people just known to be like they're racist or whatever. You know what I'm saying, like that. You know what I mean? Even a black British dude is like uppity, you know,
Yeah.
British, you know,
Yeah.
you know. So, so when I moved back to the States, it's 1988. We moved to Merced. And the first thing that happens is, you know, we moved to the neighborhood, you know where I lived at.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the white boys, 4 of them rolled by the crib. I'm outside. They got the mullets and everything. They say, "What are you doing on our block, nigger?" I said, "Damn." So it didn't really, you know, like I said, everybody's like, it's like the register. You know, I'm 8 years old. I'm like, damn. I said, so it's like, you know, when you're black, like it's like in our DNA, like we inherently know what a nigga is. So it's like when somebody first said to you, like nigga, oh, something like oh, you feel something like damn, like that. You know what I mean? Like, look, I went back in the crib. I said, "Mama," I said, "Yo," I said, "These dudes, they just told me, what am I doing in that neighborhood, nigga?" And my mom looked at me and said, She said, "Welcome to America, son."
Welcome to America, Jack.
And I said, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I like, for some reason at 8 years old, I knew what she meant by that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's like, "Yeah," you know what I mean? Looked at me like, yep. You know what I mean? And she said, "Now go kick their ass."
Yeah.
You already know my mom, man. She said, "Wait
Ready.
for your brother."
Yeah. Wait for your
Hey,
brother.
Y'all go around there and do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Right? And we did. But anyway, now, but that wasn't the most blatant for me. The most blatant was the fact that I started school at Chenoweth Elementary School. And I'm going to say her name. Miss Thornhill was my 3rd grade teacher.
Oh, speak on it.
You have to write what you did that summer. My summer was phenomenal, bro. I'm moving from Europe. I drove across the whole country. I stopped in Florida. I stopped in every state between. I was in Louisiana, everywhere. So I had a whole lot to write. When I got my paper back, she wrote, "This is a very well written paper, but I can't give you a good grade for lies. F."
Wow.
So I hope you sent. I ain't gonna say her name. Your mom Dukes down to school and she checked
Oh
her.
man, what? It was her pleasure.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bro, moms went down there at everybody crying and stuff, going crazy. Moms go there going crazy, right? And she
Loving it.
said, my mom said, you think he's lying? She goes, "Did you check his file? If you check his file, you see that he was been in school for the last 4 years in Europe." You know, she said, "That's how dumb you are." You didn't check. Oh, mom's going in. Oh, she was going. But listen, this lady was about 70 years old. Listen, we're in 3rd grade. After lunch, she let us take naps, bro.
Yeah, because she was old.
Okay.
She took her own nap. That's
Now,
why.
listen, the story doesn't end there. You know, of course, whatever. Now, this is all my first year getting to Merced.
Word.
So, we're taking school pictures, and I'm trying to keep my S curl wet, right? White girl tells on me, right? She says, "He's spraying it in my face." You know, I'm trying to make it's hot in Merced. I'm like, "Let's get my wet." You know what I mean? And so, my spray gets taken away from me, so I'm mad at her.
My activator.
I'm mad because my shit is frying. You know, it's about to brine. You know, so I say. So she says, "You know what? You're a brownie. My grandma said that God left you in the oven too long. You're a brownie." Bro, that devastated me, bro. I said, bro, because everybody was looking at me like, "You're a brownie." Like, bro, listen. So now going back to this thing, this 70-year-old lady made us take naps. We had to take a nap that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I put them scissors in my pocket.
Yeah,
slept
Black
somewhere?
Me.
This is the first time I got suspended, man.
Black Me.
Yeah, man.
Like me.
Introduction to
man.
Black Me.
Oh, man. She got up, man, and her hair was still on the carpet. I cut a nice V line, man. Now, don't ask me why that popped into my head to do that. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing,
I love you for
I
that.
said, I'm about to cut her. You know what I mean? Cut it all. Bro, yeah, they suspend me quick, bro. Hey, man, yeah, and my mama will tell you that story. Well, she'll tell you that story. Yeah, she had to come get me, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't even get no whipping for that, bro.
Hey, I ain't
had
been-
no whipping, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't get no
I know you
whipping.
did.
For what?
You probably
Yeah.
got dessert.
I don't know what happened.
She
I
made
know,
a cheesecake.
I don't know yet. One of them cheesecakes she be making.
Yeah.
Hey, but nah, I didn't get no whipping though. But yeah, that one, I you know, that year, that coming back, that whole like first experience for me, like coming back to the state, it was shocking to me, man. Like I couldn't believe that, you know, because I mean I'm overstate now. When I'm living overseas, we living on base. It's nothing but black people and Puerto Ricans. It's a few white people sprinkled in there, but you know what I mean. But it was all. I mean, we go outside any given time. It's 20 to 30 kids outside at one time. All black kids. You know what I mean? And so I move to a block, and this the black people are sprinkled. You know what I'm saying? You remember where I live? It's like a couple black people here, a couple black people there. You know, I'm coming standing outside like, where's the action?
Yeah.
And the white boys right by, "Hey, nigga,
There's
doing
that.
here?"
Man.
I
There's
said,
that
"Oh."
action.
I find out the Indian kid down the street, he'd been getting punked by him for years.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even walk to school past their house.
Wow.
He would walk all the way around, bro. You know where
yeah.
he'd walk all the way around and go to whatever. And cause look, this is how I found out he was having a problem with him. Cause I become friends with him. Now me and my brother, we did our thing. We done touched him up. So they ain't got no problem with us. Now, they roll by my crib again, right? they don't say nothing to me. They see him, they say, "What's up, you sand nigger?"
Wow.
So my natural reaction is
Sound too much like nigga.
Yeah, I picks up the rock. Ooh. Look, I tell my brother again, but he got Bub and Sean, but they got look, they crazy, bro. They go knock on the door, boom. They open the door, they pull them out the house. Ooh, it's going down the front yard. Do. Yeah, you know, you look. But listen,
About that
but
action.
the fact that the Indian dude was like, he was frightened, bro. Yeah. And he told us later, like, man, before you guys moved over here, man,
He was catching all that.
yeah, he was catching all it, like, you know what I mean, and
With no support.
like, 'cause it was four white boy brothers, bro, all mullets. It was funny, bro. All mullets, bro.
Of course.
Wow.
And they still, their parents still live there, bro. They still live there, bro. Yeah, so you know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
have to get their names after.
yeah, they're like this. Hey, look there. I'm listening right now, nigger. Catch the fade when you come home, okay? Catch the fade,
You don't
okay? I
want to
haven't
be-
forgotten. Yeah,
Sharper than his knife, boy.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
they used to, you know, all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah.
You being in elementary school. I mean,
Yeah.
I used to hear the jokes. The one we used to catch all the time was run, nigga. They'd act like they started in the car.
Oh, Justin Bieber ran that one off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You hear him say that?
I heard him say
Yo,
that.
sucker.
But I tell you this right now over the airways. I don't know you, brother, but I'll whoop your monkey ass. You come around me talking that shit. That's to you, Justin Bieber. I don't care if Floyd Mayweather
Yeah.
is your friend. I'll beat the snot out you, cuz. Anyway, welcome back. So I had a moment
Yeah.
there. guys.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good,
But
brother.
Dame, tell us, man. What about you, brother? I mean, you grew up in a multicultural, international.
Hey, Dave from the hood, man. He put the point, bro.
I know that. I know all that. But I'm saying that you grew up in that international city environment. No matter if you grew up in the hood here, my family's from there also. They are from
Yes.
the hood. But I'll tell you right now, there's always a difference about San Francisco black people because they're a little bit more like they are influenced by so much stuff. It makes. I'm from San Francisco.
Well, let me, before you answer that question,
I'm not even
Dave.
getting on you about that.
No,
I'm saying-
it's cool.
I'm saying, so I want to know, like,
Talk to the mic,
Took
I wanna
over the
know-
whole interview. huh?
no.
Just-
I want to know.
He
like,
interviewing him now?
No. I mean,
Like me?
this is a show, man.
They
We
talk.
all here. I mean, I'm trying to figure out.
Talking to the microphone,
Yeah,
my
I'm trying to-
brother.
I want to know, like racism, like what it was like in that. I know, some was blatant, but I'm gonna say
Right.
like how it was different because you know, me and Professor T talk about Berkeley all the time.
Yeah.
How they say, "Hey, what's up, Professor T?" And then they say, "I really hate him." Like, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
officer, did you look at that Professor T? Did you check him out? Because
Right.
I saw it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I'm wondering, like, you know what I mean, like how it was in like a international San Francisco.
You know,
Before you answer that, Dave, let me. For those of you who are not familiar with San Francisco out there watching this, all right, understand that San Francisco 20 years ago was a completely different San Francisco than nowadays. All right, there used to be brothers all over San
Yeah, I mean,
Francisco.
yeah.
All right, nowadays they got some brothers, but it's like it went from like 17% ish to like 2%. So just so we're clear on the
Yeah.
whole dynamic of San Francisco. Now, but I mean to cut you off. Go ahead and let them know.
yeah. Go back to you, B. You know, it's weird, man, because growing up in San Francisco, thank you, brother. Growing up here, you know, it was weird because, like, you know, you saw on TV, you saw like the touristy part of San Francisco and everything, but you know, where I was from, you know, I grew up near Candlestick and was still there, and you know, so it was pretty much a blue collared, you know, black and brown community. So it was kind of like, oh, okay, it was almost like a culture shock in a way. So I mean, that's what I knew, but I knew growing up, basically, man, to go back to the original thing though, like being stereotyped. I mean, I already knew. I was already taught that you're gonna be stereotyped as a black man, that this world is not in your favor. You know, my mother, you know, Professor T, you've been around moms,
Yes, sir.
Mom Dukes.
Peace to Mom Dukes.
Definitely, man. I mean, she
I
really,
know mom's a pizza mom.
yeah. I think she was a lot like your mom's, man. And you know, mom's really, you know, instilled into me, man, like, you know, this, you know, you gonna be stereotyped as a black man. And I mean, she would go up to the schools and really just like, she had to fight them battles, man. And you know, going to the doctors asking, you know, are you on welfare? Are you this? Are you that? And so, you know, at 6 and 5 years old, I had to experience a lot of that, you know, and Yeah, man. So I mean, really, to be honest with you, man, I mean, I saw that's how I was, man. I mean, for me in San Francisco, man, because I like he said, man, like I grew up in the hood, so I seen it, but I know I'm kind of getting away from the original point, but my experience with racism, man, I mean, shit. I remember one time, man, my boy got locked out of his car, and we was trying to, and basically, of course, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna help my dude out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's
you wasn't calling AAA.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. We didn't have it. We didn't actually have it.
Yeah. You didn't have that.
But it was. I remember it was hot, and it was on a Sunday, and so we in the Fillmore, and it's a trip, man. This Caucasian dude who actually lived next door to where we actually worked at the time saw us every day.
Yeah.
All the time. He never said nothing to us or anything like that. But we got some butter nice. We're trying to get inside, and the window luckily was halfway open. We're trying to get in. He's looking at us, asking us what we doing. Don't worry about what we doing.
Yeah.
We minding our business.
Yeah.
That's so all of a sudden he goes in the house, calls cops on us. Not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 units came out.
5?
Okay, mind you, this is Sunday morning.
Damn.
Okay, so basically they had us hemmed up for about a good 30 minutes, man.
Oh, you started their day off right.
Oh yeah. So, I'm like, yo, we work here.
Yeah.
My man locked out of his car. Okay? We working right now. We doing our thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? I mean, but they was really on our ass.
Yeah.
You on parole? You got any warrants?
What you thought the white dude was thought y'all was just waiting on a moment to steal something? Like, man, I see them every day. I know they waiting on a moment.
Here it
they waiting on
comes.
something.
And it was crazy too. And my boy was like, and my boy was like, man, he sees us here all the time.
Bro,
and it's crazy, man.
Listen, I delivered to a place every day. I had keys for it.
Mm-hmm.
I had alarm codes, and they still called the police on me. I couldn't believe it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't open the door. Set the alarm. They're like, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing?"
Yeah. See, America.
Like,
these are the
like,
white
what
people
do you
we
mean
talk
what I'm
about.
doing?
When you hear black people say white people, and we talking about just racist white, those are the white people we talking about.
Exactly.
Don't interact
See,
with
but
us.
these white people listen
know
to
what
the
I
story
mean?
time about, well, what do you want them to do? He looked outside and see some black guys with knives trying to get into a car. Of course they were still in the car.
It's understandable.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem.
It fits the scenario that they see.
Why
in
is
the
it
media.
understandable? That's
Exactly.
the problem.
That's the same people saying, well, that Trayvon Martin, he shouldn't have been out walking in the street in the middle of the night.
And you know what was
he
crazy?
didn't have a right to be walking home in the damn middle of All-Star game.
That'd be pissing me off.
And it's crazy too, man, because the dude that actually called the cops on us actually came out and smoked a cigarette as he was watching us get interrogated. And
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but I will say this though, man. I mean, to my parents' credit though, I mean they did prepare me mentally that again, I say that this world is not for you. This is a white man's world, basically. So, and my mother, she always made it clear, where she worked at, she always made sure that her coworkers greeted me with a handshake. And, I remember one young guy came up to me. He was an Asian guy. He was like, "Hey, what's up, my dude?" And mom's was like, "Nah, shake his hand."
Yeah.
Shake his hand.
Give him respect.
Son, you shake his hand. Sting your hand out, shake his hand. So for me, growing up with that, because you always said that you're going to always be stereotyped in this world. It don't matter what you look like, how you perceive yourself, you always going to be stereotyped because you looked at in the media a certain kind of way. And the way that we portrayed in the media is how they're going to portray everybody. So,
Professor T, can I say one more thing? I just want to say one more thing.
We got to move forward.
All
Say
right.
one more thing. Go ahead.
All right, let me wrap it up. When you talk about being instilled in your parents, I just want to share an experience that my father told me that it always made me understand something about racism. So like my parents, Professor Steve said, my father's from the deep south, from Louisiana.
Yes, sir.
He said when he was a kid, He was walking on the sidewalk, him and his father, and he watched his father have to get off the sidewalk so these white men could walk by. And he put his head down and watched. And my pop said, he said, you know what, son? He said, I told myself, I will never, ever do that. He said, I didn't look down on my father. He said, but I told myself, I will never, ever do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting off no sidewalk. And so when my pops told me that he wasn't going to do that, I said, well, shh. You best
Damn
believe
sure
I ain't getting off of nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? I ain't doing.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So that, I guess that experience, you know what I mean? Also, like, you say about your parents, speak to like my pop, him sharing stuff like, you know, stuff like that with me, and you know, him going through stuff with Ku Klux Klan, like actual Ku Klux, like stuff like that. Like, it made me think like, shh. Man, I will kill one of them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that, you know what I mean? But
Well, see, that's the deal, right? I think the deal is that I think that most white people don't really have a cognizant understanding of just the amount of racism that black people have experienced. Not us, not just us, but talking about over the 500-year history here. Not to mention slavery. We're talking about after slavery. They figure some people feel slavery ended in 1865. You need to get over it. But people that understand that racism continued after that still don't understand the deepness of racism. Like you have your example with your father and your father's father.
Yeah.
I have examples across the board. My good friend's father is from Greenwood, Mississippi, from the heart of the Delta, and he said just to go downtown, in order to be there and not be fucked with, they had to push a lawnmower around, just a little push mower. They used to take it just so they could go, because otherwise you're working, okay, you belong. If you're not working, you're up to no good. It was just basic stuff like that.
What we talk about, they used to have a thing where black people had to laugh in public. They had to go put their face in like a bucket or a pail. It's like a laugh pail, because we weren't allowed to laugh out loud in public. Because it was seen like because the way we laugh, all these niggas laugh like they, you know what I mean? So it was like a laugh.
That
pail.
nigga laugh, Jim, it's contagious.
It was actually
For them
like
to witness.
if you had to laugh or smile to, you had to go put your face in the bucket.
because it was too disgusting for anybody white to.
Yeah, like
to
what is you
witness.
laughing about?
Yeah.
Like you ain't supposed to be laughing.
You ain't supposed to
You ain't
laugh.
supposed to be enjoying your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, we're gonna continue more on with our racist topics
man, I'm going
in a
crazy,
few minutes.
man.
All right, but a few things I want to say before we switch to our next segment. Dame, I love Mama Dame. Mama Dame is awesome. She's a beautiful woman. She's a wonderful woman, but she ain't nothing like my brother Black Means mom. Black Means mom is the most gangster woman I've ever seen on the planet. All right?
Yeah.
Not saying she's
Yet to
gangster in a
meet her.
bad way, but she don't take no mess.
Yeah.
And I got to respect it.
Mama don't take
most
no
definitely.
mess. That's the remix.
Oh yeah, I respect it.
Mama pull a pistol on you quick too. Anyway, we're gonna move right along here as we get back to business. It is time once again for this week's episode of
No, that's out, man.
Yeah, that's South.
All right. So breaking it down for that shout, we got
What we got? What
the
we got?
brother
What we got,
Black
man?
Me.
All right, man. Now the first thing I'm gonna tell y'all that's out
Speak on it.
is the movie Get Out.
No,
What? Oh no, not America's #1 movie.
Yeah, man, that's out. Okay, it's
Okay.
out. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Now I saw the movie on bootleg.
Okay.
Now, okay. And the subliminals was just too much for me.
That's
okay?
what got to you.
Yeah. Now, first of all, let me tell you right now, the Black Gardener dude.
Yeah.
Listen, he ran the best out pattern.
Nah.
See, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I-
Is that
God.
the dude that plays Snoop?
Look, bro.
In the movie?
They got the little challenge going
if
on.
If it was
that-
third
the
and
Get Out
12,
challenge.
okay,
Yeah.
he's getting it, okay?
Hey,
Look,
you gonna throw it to
Hey,
him
hey,
over
hey.
Jerry Rice?
Bro, he's
Over
bro,
Jerry Rice.
Bro, y'all gotta see the cut, bro. He whoop, and he cut. I said, "Oh man, I don't." First of all, I don't know why the black dude didn't leave after that. I'm leaving. I was like, "What? The dude just ran at me and just made a smooth." I'm
He just
outta
running
here.
routes on me out
Running
here.
routes on me. I'm out of here, right? Anyway, this movie is out. Let me tell y'all why. This is a movie that's subliminally about white folks wanting to be black people. Now they keep their parents alive by putting their brains with fresh, big, strong black bodies.
Spoiler
or whatever.
alerts all around, people. Spoiler alerts.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna spoil the movie because I'll spoil it
Because it's out, right?
It's out,
Because it's out.
and I'm telling y'all about it because it's out, and y'all don't need to go watch it. It's out. Okay, listen. So they basically this whole thing about white folks wanting to be black people. Now it's interesting that the director of this movie, the Peele guy, was it Jordan Peele? What's his name?
Jordan Peele,
Jordan
the Key
Peele.
and Peele duo.
Right now, this guy who was raised by white folk, married to a white woman. I mean, if that's your choice, your choice. But I'm just saying, everything about him is white. I felt like this was a biopic. I said, this about him.
Bio.
I said, this about
About his life.
I said, this what happened to him. I said, did they get inside, bro, and hypnotize him, and bro, just, you know what I mean? Because he's a coon. He's definitely a certified coon. Okay, so I'm saying this movie, you know, and then there's real life of black kids and black men getting their organs taken.
Yeah.
And organs being traded on the black market.
Sick and
And then you
twisted.
want to make a movie like this about white people subliminally, and they're taking, there's white people taking melanin shots now. I mean, so you know, to me, it was, I saw the, you know me, I saw the subliminals.
Yeah,
And I'm
quick.
looking at that like, wait a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm going to tell y'all like an old black man told me.
What'd he say?
He said, look here. He said, black men. He said, you ever want to know what white folks finna do next? I said, yeah. He said, watch their movies. Right? Listen. Think about white folk, right? Mm-hmm. In the 70s, who was the enemy? All the movies. The Viet Cong, right? Right? 80s, the Red Scare. Everything was red. The Red Planet, Red this.
Cold War.
Red October. Right? You know what I'm saying? They was
Red Fox.
Red everything. And that, bro. And I'm gonna tell you the movie. I'm gonna tell you the movie that got it. That when we knew we was gonna start getting into it with the Middle Easterns, right? With Arabs. True Lies. That set it
that's
off.
right.
They let us know. That Arnold. Okay.
That is
so
true.
black man told me watch the movies. So Get Out is out. Okay, y'all. Don't even go see it. It's out. They're subliminally trying to replace black people with old ass white people. It's out. Okay.
That's South, man.
No, that's out, man.
Right. Now, the second thing that's out.
How many you got today? How many you got?
I got three. Well, I got
Okay.
three because the third one is a special edition of the black person that we kicking out the race.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
so the second thing that's out is this no gender bathroom thing. Okay.
You're at it. In.
I'm not feeling that. That's out. Okay.
No, that's out, man.
They got these bathrooms talking about there's not a man, it's not a woman bath. Anybody can go in there. Okay, now listen here, right? Okay. Women have special needs. Okay. They need sanitary napkins. I say the old school sanitary napkins. Okay. The technical term. They have stuff like that and they have other things that are going on where they just it's men and women should not be sharing. I do not want to go in a bathroom that's after and it's just this, you know, the sanitary. Okay, we already have to do that at home if you're married. Right? You got to
Yeah.
deal with all those type of things. Okay, if you're in the bathroom, okay, I don't want to walk in the bathroom. And then what if you accidentally walk in?
You saying them nasty women?
Yeah,
That's
you know what I'm
what you
saying? Yeah, because all
That's
women
What
ain't
he
women.
saying, Golden?
Thank you. I really don't want to walk in.
Not
you
the
know
ones
what
that
I'm
Trump talking about. We talking about legit
saying?
nasty women who don't
nasty.
take care of their hygiene.
Don't take care of their hygiene, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and then, you know, there's going to be things laying around. You know, I don't know. Listen, what if, how you going to feel like, now we talking about being black men. What if a nice little blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman is sitting just taking a boo-boo, right? And she doesn't lock the door. You walk in on her taking that boo-boo. Right?
You going to jail.
It
She
might
might
be.
invite you in.
It might, hey, that's out.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
that's out.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying. I'm saying what's going. You know, this no gender bathroom thing. This
feel
whole
you,
new
Black
thing where
man.
nobody wants to be a man. Nobody wants. Okay, that is out. Okay,
See.
I want a men's bathroom and a woman's bathroom. Okay.
No, that's out, man.
And for our black person of the week, okay. Now this is a different one that's out because he's been out. He got a volunteered. You know what I mean? Like sign
he
up.
left, he asked for a trade.
You know, like sign up for selective service.
Okay.
Like he kind of like, where do I sign up to leave the black race?
Who are you talking about?
And that's Ben Carson. Okay.
Wait. Hold on.
Ben Carson's out.
Hold on, black man.
But he's been
That's
out.
my uncle. What you talking about?
Okay, Ben Carson is out. Okay,
What you talking about my Uncle Ben?
Sorry about Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben is out, and he can't come back. But see, he's one of the ones that don't want to come back. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody obviously knows about the comments he made about slaves being immigrants.
Man, just say it one time. Just in
worked
case
harder
somebody
for
out
less. Okay, he said that slaves were immigrants that worked harder for less. Okay, but I have to defend this man on this. Okay,
You defended him.
I have to defend him on this. Okay, let me play Johnny Cochran.
Okay.
Barack Obama said the same thing.
Did he?
Yes, and he's been out for me, so that's okay. Yeah, Barack Obama's been out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Mama.
I didn't
I'm
know
sorry,
he said
Dad. I'm sorry, all black people that are over 55. Okay, Barack Obama is out. Okay, but he said it in a slick way, though, Colton. He was sitting there. There are many people, immigrants. Matter of fact, the people who came in this country, they were something like immigrants who had to work and strive, but they believed in an American dream. I said, hold on now, wait a minute. You don't rewind. You know, he real smooth
man,
with his
yeah.
something like immigrants
That boy Barry
who worked
got that
hard and
mouthpiece.
believed in America. I said, hold on.
Got that mouthpiece.
Look, see, Barack Obama, he make me say, hold on, nigga.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He make me call him that. Like, wait a minute. Because he just said some slick nigga shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was some say, well, they were just like immigrants, but they believed in the American dream. They believed in working hard. And I said, now, wait a minute, man. Now, because you said some pimpish rhetoric.
Yeah.
You know what I mean with it? You know what I mean? And it's like but you said the same thing. And it's like, that's why I'm tired of black people that they give Barack Obama a pass. And it's like they keep giving Barack Obama a pass just because, well, the first lady was cool. Okay, the first lady was cool, right?
Yeah.
She was kind of thick in the hips.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't mean to disrespect the man. I'm not talking about his woman.
No,
but I'm just saying.
mind her beauty.
There you go. Okay? But that we should not give him a pass.
Nah.
Okay? He's out. And so is Ben Carson. But Ben Carson, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's voluntarily out. You know
No,
what I'm
that's
saying?
out, man.
I'm feeling Ben
Hey,
Carson.
Ben Carson
gonna
going
pop up again.
Ben Carson going to hear. We're going to say, Ben Carson, that's out. He's going to say, so what?
He's gonna say out.
I
I
don't
never
care.
end, buddy.
Never end, buddy. Ben out.
like
Not trying to get back in.
like Tom and Tom.
There's more that's out with me that you don't know. Yeah. I will have a coon that's going to be out for y'all next week. And that's our audition. That's out.
All right.
No, that's out, man.
All right. Bringing it back. All right. Ben Carson is a piece of work. I got to give it to you, brother.
Sure know.
While we talking about crazy stuff that's out and crazy forms of racism and bringing it all together, I want to just let y'all brothers know that I'm looking at the current sports update for our Black Hand Side sports update.
Okay.
It looks like the Cleveland Browns are cutting Robert Griffin III.
Nah.
And they are going
He's out, man.
They're going to bring in the good, clean Brock Osweiler.
Oswalder.
Oh,
Man, somebody give RG3 a chance, man.
give him a chance. He got
Hey,
done
man,
dirty.
we'll take him
Keep
over
up,
here,
man.
man, on the Niners, man. You
Hey,
know what I'm
Kirk
talking
Cousins
about?
trying to become the
Buddy.
49er fan,
You know,
man.
man, we
Wrong
take him
with
over
it.
here, man.
Y'all
You
ain't
know,
gonna
let
win
him know,
those
you know
six
what I'm
Super
saying?
Bowls.
Somebody
Times.
block for that man.
Yeah.
I know it feel like to
He'd
get
be
no
over here.
blocks,
He'd
man.
be over here in the bay. Shake them braids.
Shake them braids.
Shake them braids.
Just shake them braids.
He'd be having a good time. Hey.
Well, we've had a lot of negativity going here just because I think, the way that we have to exist in America is full of negativity, just being black men in America. So why don't we take this
Being a
opportunity
black man in America.
to hopefully move forward to some positivity.
It isn't easy.
It ain't easy, God darn it. But let's see what today's moment with Colton Crush has in store for us.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Been waiting for this all week.
You've been waiting for this
Yes,
one?
I have too,
Yeah, I'm
man.
waiting for this all week.
I've been
Okay.
salivating for this.
Man, I'm glad you're feeling that way, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that
Come
makes
on,
me feel
Colin.
like I'm doing my thing.
Yes,
know
you
what
are,
I'm saying? Doing
sir.
my thing. So this week, it's not a question. It's an exercise, a personal exercise.
Okay.
And it's the 2-week positive affirmation challenge. Right?
Okay.
Right. Now I came up with this because I feel like, you know what? We as black people, as we was just discussing on this show, we face so much negativity from the outside world that I don't think we give enough time to really focus on ourselves and, you know what I mean? Tell us how beautiful we are, how strong and powerful we are, how we doing it, how we surviving through these days. So for the next 2 weeks, this is
Hey,
what I
Coach,
want
I
y'all
spend
to do.
about 10 minutes every morning doing that, man.
Man, I know you do. I know you do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know you do. That's why this ain't gonna be new to you. You know what I'm saying? But real talk. This is what I want y'all to do. For the next 2 weeks, after you wake up and before you go to bed, I challenge you personally to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself out loud, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. And when you say it with conviction and go about your day in a positive state of mind.
I can't. Only one I can't. I don't think I can say the perfect one. 'Cause I don't feel like I'm being real with myself if I say that. Because I feel like this exercise is about being real with yourself. And
It is.
I feel like if I look at myself and say I'm perfect, I'm not real with myself. Though.
Well, you perfect from a physical standpoint in the sense that
I'm
your
perfect.
your body's operating perfectly, right?
That's
You don't got to think about breathing. You don't got to think about your heart beating, blood pumping through your system.
I mean, in that aspect.
Yeah, so just do the damn challenge, Black Me.
okay,
Damn, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I'm not perfect, man. I'm not.
I guess Black Mean is a inquisitive brother, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just saying, I
You
mean,
know?
like, I want to understand.
Just do it for me, brother.
I'm doing it
Just do it for me for 2 weeks, and then just recap and see how you feel about yourself.
Okay, man. When
Real
I'm
tough.
still feeling bad, man, I'm gonna be mad. Hey, man, it's 2 weeks, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it every day, man. It ain't working.
Hey, man, you got to believe, man. You got to
It ain't
believe.
working, man.
You got to believe.
Things they got.
So yeah, that's it for a moment with Colton Crush. Just
Yeah.
a 2-week
Okay.
positive affirmation challenge. Be positive out there.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
We
hey,
need
Professor
that in the
T,
black
he gonna get
community.
us in trouble. People watching the show out there, they're gonna be like, man, I did an affirmation challenge. I still ain't got no job, okay? Really?
Hey man, hey,
You ain't got
gotta
no
have
job,
the-
man.
You gotta have the drive. You know what I mean? You gotta have the drive too. It take more.
Nah, I'm
than
gonna do
that.
it. I'm gonna do it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do it.
check it out, man.
I'm gonna do it. I got you.
I am. What? I am. Come on, what feeling? I am. Somebody.
Somebody.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
We all somebody.
With conviction.
Yes.
He said,
I love
"Say
it.
it."
I see you. I see you. Okay.
I love it, and I love my brothers. It's been good hanging with y'all on this episode of The Black Hand Side. Leave a comment below and tell us if there's anything you want to hear us talk about. We are glad to have you with us. Stay black and love yourselves.
Yo,
you
shout out to
find
Timbo.
Tyler Timberland. Okay,
oh, yeah,
shout out to
Timbo.
Timbo. Okay, one.
Hey, hold on.
Speak on it, Dan.
Go
Shout
ahead
out.
and
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
let me get the brother Colton Crush just to go ahead
Yeah,
and
go
let us know
ahead.
where they can find us
Salute
on the
that.
social media really quick.
Yo, find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, all that. The Black Hand Side Show. The Black Hand Side Show. Check us out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See all of Black Means antics. You know what I'm saying? All the shenanigans Professor T throwing out there.
Ring the bell,
You know what I'm
schools
saying?
and sucker.
And listen to the positive words for Dave. My boy B Focus, he ain't here with us, and then come get your positive affirmation from Colton Crush. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And to all you brothers out there that ain't messing with the right women, lead them hoes.
Oh, see. What about the
Lead
sisters?
them hoes, man.
What about the
I said-
sisters?
I said they ain't wrestling with the right women.
No, I'm saying, what about the sisters too? Messing with the wrong brothers.
Oh, lead them hoes.
Lead them up.
Hey,
Okay.
lead them hoes.
Talk to
man.
him. Talk to him, Black.
He said, lead them hoes, man. Lucky. Lucky, lead them hoes.
Whoa, man.
Hey, that was my hey, bro. Hey, now, I'm serious when I say that. Y'all, if she ain't no good woman, lead them hoes. Okay,
He ain't
you know
no
what I mean?
good dude.
If she ain't, and they ain't no good dude, lead them hoes, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing, right? I just feel like, hey, you know what I mean? If they ain't for you or they ain't handling business, don't. If you stick around too long,
Yeah.
then it's on you.
Yeah,
So lead them hoes.
yeah.
Chicago told you that.
All right. Well, we're going to end on that note. And as we hit the bricks, my brothers, we'd like to thank y'all for listening. And tune in next time for an episode of the Black Hand Side Show. I'm Professor T saying peace out. To my left-hand side, we got Colton Crush.
Yes, sir. Y'all be good out there.
Black
Think
Me.
positive.
Yeah, peace, man.
And the Brother Dave.
And peace to all my peoples out there.
Yes, sir. And we out.
Hallelujah.